What do you want to do? What do you want? What do you want? You want to go get coffee and have a pup cup? I know you do. I know you do. I know. I know. You're so hungry for snacks. Coffee and pup cups are my favorite too. I love you. Okay, kiss. Kiss. Oh. Hi, this is Jenna with Brown Dog Craft Company, and today we're going to make a fun fold card. So it's going to feature a Stampin' Up! Stamp set called Shark Frenzy. It's a stamp and die set. It is retired, but you could use whatever stamp set you find that has some images, multiple different images that you could cut out, that you could stamp and cut out. So I'm going to use these adorable shark stamps. They are color layering stamps, so it sort of takes all the work out of the coloring for you. They were really easy to line up, and I picked some colors from Stampin' Up! Here, and I'm going to use some additional dies that aren't Stampin' Up! So these are the combo rectangles by Mama Elephant, and I'll show you how those work in a little bit here. So the sharks, I stamped the inside of the shark in Misty Moonlight, the outside of the shark in Night of Navy, and then some of the shark details are either in black or Pool Party. So here is Daddy Shark with a cute mustache and a tie, and maybe Mama Shark with some eyelashes and a bow, and Grandma Shark with a necklace and a bag and a cute hat. And then finally we can't forget about Baby Shark. So I stamped these in some blues, but you could definitely stamp them in grays or green. I think a lot of colors would be really cute. So here's some seaweed. There's the coordinating die set. It die cuts a couple of different seaweeds, and also some little fish that I'll show you later. We'll add those to the front of the card. So, how to make this combo rectangle? You cut it out twice. You cut out the scalloped part twice, and at first glance they are identical, but you rotate one of them 180 and voila, they are offset. So you could do this in the same color if you wanted to, but it's really fun if you do them in two different colors. So here I have Pretty Peacock and Pool Party, and then I've got a white base to put in front of that. And then I also have a white piece to go on the center of the card there too. So I used, I have some Mama Elephant rectangles there, but you could use any rectangle die that you have. So, and then in these cute little stamp sets, there's one baby shark and then one big shark, and then you can customize the big shark. So there's the eyelash to make it a girl, or there's some jewelry, or there is a mustache to make it grandpa or daddy shark, and the eyelash to make it mama shark or grandma shark, and there's like a little snorkel that looks really cute. Yeah, just a whole bunch of cute little things. So here is an example out of white cardstock, the fun fold that we're going to make. So on the left there, it's a solid piece to be the card front, and then on the right there's those tiered steps that are going to hold some of our sharks. So I will show you in regular real time how to make this so that it makes sense. So I will list the measurements in a little bit, but also I put them on my blog. So you can go to browndogcraftcompany.com and you should see all the measurements there. And I also listed and linked all of the supplies there. So here's step one, is to take your card base, and your card base is going to measure 5.5 by 8.5, and you're going to take the short side, so the 5.5 side, and you're going to line it up in your paper trimmer at 3 inches. And you are going to cut starting at 1 1/4 down to 6 1/8. So we're going to cut in the center of our card. So it's helpful if you have a paper cutter or a paper trimmer like this versus a larger paper cover that you could use that gives you the measurements. Otherwise, you could measure on the card with a ruler and make a mark with a pencil, and cut from there. So there we stopped at 6 1/8. And now we have a slit down the center of our card. So now we're going to put it on our scoreboard, and we're going to put the thinner piece on top. And we will score at 1 1/4, 2, 3 1/8, and 6 1/8, only to the cut line. So we're just scoring at the cut line. And then we are going to score one score line all the way across the card, and that's at 4 1/4. So here's those measurements if you want to pause the video and take a screenshot. Otherwise, I do have them on my blog too. So here's what we're finished with, and we're going to fold everything and burnish really well so that everything will sit nicely on our card. So here's those cute little stairs come together. Burnish those really well. So it looks really complicated, but it's not too bad. And I think you could adjust the measurements a little bit if you wanted to have your stairs look a little bit differently, or if you wanted the left side of your card a little bit differently, you could do that too. So here I have a strip of pattern paper, and I've trimmed that down to fit on the front here. So I picked a pattern paper that sort of looks like it's some ocean waves, since I'm doing a shark card, but you could do anything that matches whatever theme you've decided to try today. And then here we've got those combo rectangles. So I'm going to glue those together. I'll glue the pool party onto the pretty peacock, and then the white onto the pool party. And then I'll glue that to the front of the card there on the left, right in the center. Nope, towards the top, sorry. Towards the top. I just love that combo rectangle. It's so cute. I remember when I bought it because they had some inspiration, and then I was looking at it and I couldn't remember how it went together, so I had to do a Google search to remember how it went together. But really easy. You just flip it. So here we have some of the seaweed that we cut. So we'll lay our card flat and start stamping before we adhere anything else to the card. So down at the bottom in Pretty Peacock, I am going to stamp those words. I can't sing, so I'm not going to sing them for I'm not going to sing them for you, but they're from the ever popular Baby Shark song. I should get my 4-year-old. She'd be able to sing it perfectly on tune. Not me. So I'm trying to decide which shark I want in there. Do I want the baby shark or one of the mama sharks or the grandma shark? So I think it looks best with one of the bigger sharks there. So at the top we're going to stamp baby shark again in the Pretty Peacock. And you could stamp any shark. There's also grandpa and mommy and daddy. There's a whole bunch of names in the stamp set. So and then here we'll stamp the inside of the card. So this is the little panel that's going to go on the inside of the card. And I am going to stamp love you. I love you again in the Pretty Peacock. So now I will arrange the seaweed where they look good on the card. Now I'm not even going to glue these down, and that may sound a little strange, but it will all be stuck down because I am going to put some foam tape on the back of this shark here, and I'll make sure I put the foam tape all over her so that when we put her down onto the card panel there, she'll hold everything down. So the seaweed is kind of free-flowing, which I thought was fitting for seaweed. You know, it's not stationary, so it could be free-flowing in the ocean tide. So we'll put her right on top there. Really cute. So then we can decide where we want the rest of the sharks. And I'm going to put the baby shark on the inside here, but first we'll use a little bit of glue and put that right in the center of that little space there. And then I mentioned there were these 3 little fish that the die set cuts out. So I'm going to put 3 little teeny dots of glue on the left here at the bottom, and I'll use my embellishment wand to place those little fishies. They're 3 different sizes and facing different directions, which is thoughtful. And then wherever we're going to put these, we want to make sure we don't put any glue where they're not going to be touching the pool party card base. Otherwise, they'll stick to each other. So we don't want that. So here, I think either Grandpa or Daddy Shark, whoever he is, looks good there, and Mama Shark looks good there. I'm trying to keep her in the card base so that we can make sure that she fits in that the card stays in a normal A2 envelope. We'll add Baby Shark on the inside. He looks super cute there. Ah! Oh, and we lost Mama Shark. She fell off. I think I'll put my clear block on top of that. I don't ever use it for stamping, to be honest. It's too big and clumsy. I just use it for this. So it doubles as a paperweight. And then I will take these clear sequins and put them in my triangle tray and make 5 little dots of glue around the card. And then I prefer the little sequins, but I feel like you should mix it up a little bit. So I mix it up between some small and medium sequins. And then this little triangle tray makes it super easy to funnel everything back in your little bag and not make a huge mess. Unless you spill it, which I do sometimes. So there we have it. It comes together super cute. I hope you'll make this card, whether you have this stamp set or not. I hope you alter it to fit whatever you have and make it along with me. It was really fun to make, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.